Alright guys, some training from Monday. It was squats and deadlifts. And I said in my last training vlog that I was going to deload on squats most likely. And I just decided to deload the volume, so the weight will be the weight that I had planned to use. It was supposed to be 5 sets of 4 with 375, and I just did 3 sets of 4. And I followed that with deadlifts, and I actually ran out of time on deadlifts, so technically the volume was deloaded on those too, but the density was a little bit higher due to time constraints. So I'll explain a little bit more as I get into deadlifts. And I also want to mention really quickly that I will be sharing my training program on Google Sheets starting next week when I start my next volume block. I mentioned that in the last video, but I still had a question about it. So I just wanted to make that clear. This week there will still be no program in the description box, but I will link that next week. And volume will be higher. That first week will be an intro week, but volume will still be higher than this week. Anyway, squats actually felt pretty decent. Just my body doesn't feel right. The squats moved well. I'm just beaten up, a little run down, probably a little overreached, which is part of the reason you train, so you can overreach and supercompensate. You just have to cycle back and forth between those two. So hopefully some super compensation will be happening soon. And these are the deadlifts, and it was supposed to be 4 doubles with 385, and I had like 2 minutes to do all my deadlifts, so I just did kind of an AMRAP set. I can't really do an AMRAP set here because I have to drop the weight slowly. As you see, I'm lifting on carpet. Not a good idea to drop the weight here. So I just went through this way. The negative portion of the rep, the eccentric, however you want to say it, really takes away from how many reps you could do. I think I could get at least 3 or 4 more reps with this weight if I didn't have to slowly lower it to the floor, but really don't know. Got 6 here. I was pretty happy with that because 385 was close to failure probably 8 weeks ago. Here's Tuesday's training. Was really just bench press that I was focusing on today. Knew that I probably wasn't going to have time for overhead press, so just focused on bench, and I was actually alternating between pull-ups to start and then cable rows, and then after bench press I did a drop set of dumbbell overhead press and a drop set of cable curls. So I did all those exercises kind of in the background during my rest periods for bench, and then after I completed all my sets of bench. It was 5 sets of 4 with 230. It was pretty tough, but I completed the session, and I'm really happy with that because that's a lot of progress in the last 6 weeks or so, because this was close to a 1 rep max coming off the diet. My bench really went down terribly towards the end of prep, so getting on the right path, but still probably 30 pounds from any 1 rep PRs here. And this is my last set here. Didn't bother to put the belt on today. I really only wear the belt on bench when I'm alternating between squat and bench. I've never really noticed much difference there. And about probably like 4 hours post-workout, went to Chipotle. I'd already had a protein bar, and that sour cream and some hot salsa on the side. There's the burrito, chicken, black beans, about a half serving of white rice, and pico de gallo. I got the sour cream on the side just so I could kind of have an idea of how much I was using, and then I just kind of drizzled it into the burrito as I ate it. And I was watching some Sons of Anarchy. I think I'm about 6 seasons behind on Sons of Anarchy. I'm on season 1. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and don't if you didn't. I'll talk to you next time.